You emerged from one shore and found me at another. Do you have the stone? Good. The farther it travels, the safer it will be. Even an enchanted stone should not attract the undead. The lake must have imbued it with some power I cannot name. To heal Andra's wound, I must give it a watery grave, commit it to the deepest, darkest ocean. She will forget it there. I will sail for a time. Who knows? I may drift here again. Now, will you return it? I have coin, if it would help. I can afford my boat passage. I need no more than that. Such as? Very clever. You're sure this is what you want? It isn't a decision to be made lightly. The Lady of Lament assures me that this is better off forgotten. By helping me, you've helped her. She owes you, and she won't forget that. I will relay that message sooner than you think. So, that is that. I believe my time here has come to an end. Whatever called you to these shores, I hope it reveals itself soon. Until our next voyage around the wheel, godlike.
I would kill for a standard festering snake bite right now.
Last week you said there would be grain.
I know what I said, but we only have so much to go around.
Are they...
Godlike.
No cutting in line. I was here first.
There you are. Did you deal with those bandits? All right. Then where is it? I don't have time to fetch it myself. What difference does that make? They stole my crops. They're criminals. I bet they're up there eating like kings and taking us for fools. Let them live the good life. Get lost. I'm about to say things that you don't want to hear.
Quick and quiet. Unseen, unheard.
Let's go. This one's mine. Come and get me! One for you! Glad that's over.
Ah, there they are.
Hello again, friend. Have you looked in on those Zarups? Just go check out the Zarup camp in the swamp. Let me know when they're no longer a threat, and I'll call off the rangers.
Ah, there.
Hello?
I don't trust Casa.
Good to see you again. Have you had any luck in your investigation? What was your read on Ranger Casagrada? Ranger Casagrada is green, but he's not stupid. Verano thinks rather highly of him. Follow the leads, look into the bandit camp, and follow Monato's trail as Casagrada and Dorso suggested. I'd be curious to hear your impression of her. I wish I didn't agree with you. Dorso can be hard to get close to if she hasn't decided to respect you. That doesn't make her a traitor, though. It just makes her hard to get to know. Follow the leads. Look into the bandit camp, and then follow Monato's trail as Casagrada and Dorso suggested. Damn it all. I had a sinking feeling he was dead. What did you learn from the journal? Gods. I can count on one hand the people who could get the jump on Monato, and I'd have fingers left over.
You, Verano, maybe Dorso after a good night's sleep.
Don't count yourself out, Massoni. You're a fine tracker.
The journal mentioned tracking the traitor east of Fior, but not much else.
Monato's tracking notes are faultless. Whoever did this is up to something.
Captain, the envoy is already on the trail of our killer. Maybe they can help us track them down.
I was reluctant to hear you out, Massoni, but I think you're right. And I think it's worse than you believe.
How could this possibly be worse?
We're not just dealing with a killer. This is a conspiracy. Someone is plotting against the Rangers to undermine us by taking out our best men. One of us is a traitor to our purpose.
But why?
I have no earthly idea. This is Fiorian business, Envoy.
Asierno, be reasonable.
But I won't pretend we couldn't use the help.
Captain?
Right. Distracted. Sorry. A couple of veteran rangers have gone missing under suspicious circumstances. They were among the finest in the squad. Monato, sadly, was one of them.
Tell him about Durso and Casagrada.
All right, Envoy, if you really want to get involved. 2 of my rangers have been acting strangely since the others disappeared. Rangers Dorso and Casagrada.
That's a powerful accusation to make. I know you Rangers are a tight bunch.
Would they really turn on their own brethren?
Both are good people, but they're connected with my missing men. And they haven't been particularly forthcoming. Casagrada has the makings of a good ranger, but he's green, headstrong.
And quick to anger.
I've seen the type. Rash and proud.
Perfect. Young, strong, and too stupid to know everyone else knows more than he does. Like a yearling splint wolf.
Right. Lately he's been pushing to patrol alone. Says he works better that way. But he's not ready yet.
Then his partner, the veteran Verano, doesn't return with Casagrada from their last foray, and Casagrada has fuck all to say about it?
He's a good sort, or he used to be. But he acts first and thinks later. That gets him and Verano into trouble. Dorso is a veteran. She came up with Monato and Verano, but she's younger than them, and an uncommonly talented tracker. Monato was her partner. They had a falling out over something to do with your people, Envoy, and shortly after, Monato disappeared.
She's been distant ever since. Doesn't pipe up much in meetings or come out to the bar.
Nursing a grudge is one thing. Turning on your squad mates is another.
You don't turn on your partner without a blessed good reason. They've probably saved each other's lives 1,000 times.
Dorso's also one of the few with the skills to take Monato down, so we can't rule her out. I've moved Dorso and Casagrada to posts just outside Fior. I haven't explained why, but Dorso's probably figured it out. Speak with them, and follow any leads they might turn up. I'm still not convinced either of them is a murderer, but...
It's better to be sure. You're not the ally we expected to find, but I appreciate it all the same.
Watch yourself in the wilds, Envoy. And Godspeed.
I can't think of much worse than turning on your squad, except having to suspect your own people. We should help them.
Agreed.
I don't see what's the problem.
If you can't see it, I doubt I can explain it to you.
Tell me another solution that would be half as efficient as that.
They just make me feel uncomfortable.
I'm glad to see revenants working in our fields. I see nothing wrong with it.
What if the body used to be your brother? Your grandfather? You, Adiran, you know what a revenant is, don't you? Your dead friends and family walking around rotting all over your cabbages?
Well, they're more efficient than we are. They don't need to sleep or eat, and it leaves us free to do other things.
Huh, well, fire is much more efficient at harvesting the fields, but we wouldn't want to eat whatever it leaves behind. Every monster we let wander the valley is one more threat to our children, not to mention to our crops.
You should hear your sound. Bleh. No revenants in my fields. Bleh.
This is you. Oh, please, let Heartless
Times are hard, but the Animancers haven't failed us yet.
Envoy, I hope your investigation is coming along. I can't believe it. I thought that canny bastard would live forever. I guess I was wrong. Last time I saw him, he did seem, more different than usual. Jumpy. That can't be unrelated, right? I would hope so, for something that important. A traitor, huh? Another one of his conspiracies, I bet. We were good friends once. He would often come to me for advice or for a laugh or two. I wish he had come to get me before scouting out the ogre cave. I'm surprised someone was able to sneak up on Monato. Maybe it was an Adiran scout. It wasn't you, was it? No harm in asking. I didn't really think it was you anyway. I don't know anything else about his death, but I promise to pass on any information I get. He was a good friend once. I admired him. But he changed. Right. See you around.
Falling outs happen, but she's pretty reserved about it. Maybe that's just her way.
The Emperor's envoy. Come to interfere in Steel Garrote business again? Remedy is apology. Stay out of Steel Garrote business and all will be forgiven. If you're here to speak with Vidaro, I'm afraid you'll find the governor is quite beyond reason. These Valians and their love of animancy. While they theorize and do nothing, the sickness spreads. But worry not, envoy. The Steel Garrote will be ready to ensure the safety of Adirian interests when the time comes. We all have our part to play, envoy. Until later.
She's as subtle as a broadside.
Does subtle mean something different outside of Solace?
Genuine healing priest. Just in all of Eora.
You startled me. This old woman can get lost in prayer from time to time. You must be the Adirian envoy I've been hearing about. Apologies for any hardships you may have experienced getting here. The failing crops, the strange beasts, and even the dream scourge are all the result of our neglect of the dead.
Oh, so those gnats constantly buzzing in my ears are this lady's fault. Apology not accepted.
The dead of Fjord expect certain rituals to be carried out. I have failed to perform those rituals, and now the spirits are angry. That's exactly it. Well done. I have always observed it, and I brought it with me when I came to Fjord. Our recent dead require a final meal to ease their passage from life. Without it, they can't rejoin the cycle.
You've got people waiting in line for their next meal, and you want to waste food on the dead?
I got food from the grain merchant stores. I just need someone to leave it at the graves. The dead will take it from there.
Flesh and bone. They bring the fruit to those who cannot eat. What tree calls for its branches to endure these rituals?
I did, yes. With things the way they are, there was no other way to get what I need for the ritual. If I didn't think this was important, I wouldn't have taken the food. But this ritual is the key to everything. I know Elena would understand how important it is to pay tribute to the dead. I believe it will change everything for the better. I believe it with all my heart. The crops will grow again. The dream scourge will end. All will be well once more. You must take these offerings of food and place them at 3 grave sites where the recently dead lay. The first offering goes to a cliffside grave on the southern coast. The second offering goes to a grave in the swamp, far to the west from here. The final offering should be taken to the truffle farm east of Fjord, where a family lost their lives to the encroaching wilds. I believe it will do exactly that. The spirits will find closure and rest, and the living can move on from this recent tragedy. Be careful, friends. The angry spirits lash out blindly. I cannot predict what awaits you at these graves.
Next time you want to tour graveyards, I'm staying at camp. We should help the living and let the dead rest.
I can't thank you enough for helping to ease the conscience of an old lady. Please, return when the rituals are complete.
Empty again.
Seems that way.
Vidaro says the current crop looks promising, though.
How can he know that? He's not a farmer.
Be patient. He has steered us wrong before.
Accustomed to failure. Ugh, neither am I. But it happens to them. The best of us, no? They made up their minds before we even started. It's okay. We'll try again. But it's the 3rd time. You know how it is. Their standards are impossible. It isn't personal.
Of course it's personal. It's the Animonster's workshop. I'm not sure our work is quite ready for peer review.
Maybe. we need some feedback on our proposal.
Using essence to cure male flaccidity is uncharted territory. I'm sure of our thesis.
I assure you, for many people, this is not trivial. For many, this is a matter of health and self-image.
We treat this important issue with the utmost respect, even down to the proposal's title.
What do you think of this? Boning without bones, essence and the performativity of male anatomy.
Consider this. From stick to stone, using essence to augment male performance. That's brilliant, huh? Simply brilliant.
We've done it again.
Wait until they read this. The days of packing rope are at an end.
Rejuvenate and revitalize your personal essence. Pure crystals dug from the soil of Emerald Stair. No imitations.
And all godlike. I've heard whispers that one of your kind was here in the living lands. It is a pleasure to meet you. In case it wasn't clear, I'm the point of contact for anyone with bounties to turn in. So return to me if you have any to claim. Diverus? You work fast. I see. Then the other bounty hunters did not fare so well. I am glad at least to know of their fate. Perfetto. Return when you have more to claim. Oh. Big. Here. Those Delemgan. They're not evil, it is just in their nature to push back against the expansion of civilization. Still, survival of the fittest and all that, eh?
Have you heard? Giata's causing trouble at the governor's mansion again.
You must admit she has a point. We should do something about the Dream Scourge. Not simply wait for it to pass.
Be careful with that kind of talk. The governor has ears all over town.
spirits are
Refreshment?
truly wonderful. Powerful, self-aware, and reach with insight.
If you are looking for sanctuary, you have found it. The Gifted Magpie is a house of calm, rational discussion. We have only 2 rules of conduct. Maintain dignity and speak in a soft tone of voice. To put it gently, yes. Giata Castel is giving our governor a piece of her mind, loud enough to rattle the windows. Animancers are miracle workers, but their work breeds obsession, rivalry, and bitter disagreement. Their anxiety keeps me in business. This tea house is where troubled minds come to approach problems from a quieter angle. Regrettably, we are out of tea. My stockpile is exhausted, and the harvest has not kept up with demand. We have other goods for sale, if you care to peruse them. Trinkets I have collected over the years.
I have been thinking about the moon.
Not this again.
There is no Ardra on Bilafa. None that we can see in a telescope anyway.
I suppose that's true.
Someone, come on! My invention is guaranteed to enlarge your essence.
What's the meaning of this?
Look at these trucks. Look at your city. A moment of your time, my friend. Tell me, what do you know about your soul? Correct. Your soul is an ancient, wondrous thing, suffused with lifetimes of rich, delicious memory. But it's tired, my friend, heavy with the burden of generations and too weak to survive another turning of the wheel. That's the beauty of it. The first treatments on the house. The moment you entered the city, I calibrated my invention to the highest setting and attuned it to your soul. So tell me, how do you feel? Better already, huh? Of course you do. That's what healthy feels like. Do remember to tell your friends about all the benefits of animancy. Enjoy your soul.
You have a thing for sticking your head in the bear's mouth, don't you?
one job, but I couldn't even do that. Look out for her, Fidelio. How hard could that have been? If I could help myself, do you think I'd be in here? I don't mean that. I have a lot on my plate. My two youngest rangers were supposed to report back from their rounds. I assumed they'd turn up. But it's been 3 days now. They're still not here. You found them? What happened?
Your rangers lost to the Dream Scourge. Nothing we could do.
The Dream Scourge? Here? Tell me you're joking. So it is. Gods, I saw these signs. I didn't want to believe them. They'd been acting sideways, more than just distracted from their work. I thought it was... Well, I don't have to tell you twice. I was so wrong. I think I know the answer, but is either of them still alive? Merla, when she turns, Fior will panic. Where is she now? Then I can't leave her. I can't kill her either, but I'll have to find the strength. Here, you went to a lot of trouble. You ought to be paid for it. It's time for me to get out of here and actually do my job.
Looks like no one is safe from the Dream Scourge. There's nothing anyone can do.
I really do hope you can end this, Envoy.
Pour you a drink, good night.
Can anything be done?
Bly thinks I ought to give up farming and leave Emerald Stair.
And the animancers are useless.
Well, I'll be
heard them arguing
a
out
godlike in the bone and bore. Apologies for the ruckus outside. The animancers never know when to shut their mouths. You can't take a piece in the fjord without spotting an animancer. But finding an animancer you can trust, that's harder. I try Quilici and Giata. They are the only animancers taking the Dream Scourge seriously. Outside and up the stairs, they're arguing with Vidaro. Just follow the profanity. But the town has been stretched thin even by our standards. We've all heard the rumors from outside. Animals gone mad, terror stalking the wilderness day and night. Birds' bells, of course. If Emerald Stair runs out of food, we are in dire straits anyway. We've had crops fail before, but never food rations. The governor says it's just a temporary precaution, but I am not buying it. So, we ought to drink while we can. Agreed? Anything I can get you? What are you fixing to know? Because I don't go out of my way for them. Yeah, they're a finicky bunch. My clientele is more grounded. Works hard. They don't put on airs. I like to keep it that way. Of course. Anything else you fancy?
Welcome
spoken to the sentries lately?
They are like us, spread too thin.
The land's changing. If it's not my crops, it's the roots in my roof.
Don't get me started on the sinkholes.
What do you think Giata is right?
Maybe.
Ado, welcome to my establishment, amigo.
Confounded machine. Excuse me, but I'm that busy.
The Adra is healthy. It's the essence I'm concerned about.
This again. You're beginning to sound like Giata.
Have you ever stopped and listened to her? She might be onto something.
I'm sure her mother and father are onto something, and look what happened to them.
I have to do something. I can't let anyone else discover them. Ah, Envoy. I'm sorry. I'm not in a place to talk right now. I'm not concerned with that. Not now. Yesterday, I made an incredible discovery. We can use half as much Adra to achieve the same results. And then I thought, what if one day it's a third, a quarter, a speck? With no consequences, our ambitions will run unchecked. It's too much power. Who knows what kind of chaos we'll create? I have been reading Ethelmir's treatise on Wotica. Perhaps she's right. Maybe animancy should be reined in. How can I? All right. I'll do some more tests and see where they lead me. But I won't publish anything until I'm absolutely sure.
What do you think of Giata's theory?
Well, my experiments have been a little unpredictable. Like the essence has no sense of direction. How did you know?
We should talk, but not here.
Excuse me, but I'm that busy. Ado, welcome to my fine establishment. Well, I was not expecting such an esteemed guest in my humble workshop. Are you in need of any weapons or armor? The roads haven't been safe as of late. Is that Gelard? This is star metal. Very rare stuff. Where did you get this? Nay, don't tell me. I'd be tempted to go looking for some more, and that would certainly not end well. No. Unfortunately, I don't know how to work the metal into anything useful. Only enchanted. I did receive a shipment from Solace Keep recently, however. A mace crafted out of star metal, brought to me by a trader from Galloway's Tusks. I suggest you make your way there if you're looking for someone to work that beautiful metal into a proper weapon.
Galloway's Tusks? Come on, it can't be that complicated. I bet you 5 skates a Smith and Thirdborn would know what to do with this stuff. And I'll take your money eventually.
Is there anything else I can help you with, amico? Nay, not really. But not all of us in Fiora are animancers, you know. Besides humble craftsmen such as myself, we have the rangers to outfit. Under normal circumstances, I'd not sell to a traveler like yourself. But as I'm sure you've seen, these are not normal circumstances. Care to see what I have? Officially not, but I have been known to dabble with essence infusion here and there. I have one such item for sale, actually. A beautiful mace made of star metal, crafted by the finest smiths of Solace Keep and enchanted by yours truly. It is a wonder to behold. Care to see? Establishment, amico.